Hello, everyone. Let me welcome you one last time during this symposium for our very last panel, dedicated to the practical, technical, organizational aspects of the Prague Quadrennial 2027, and specifically the exhibition of countries and regions and the student exhibition. Let me also welcome our colleagues who are watching us online on the stream. Hello. This session is scheduled roughly or at the most for 2 hours, but depends how the discussion develops. It's possible that we'll be a bit quicker. And first of all, let me invite Barbora Příhodová, who will do a short introduction to this last panel. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this session. And also hello to everyone online. This is a practical session, and I want to keep it that way. But I wanted to have a few comments, few sentences about the overall sort of artistic vision of view when it comes to the idea of exhibitions, because we're here to talk about some practical issues around our exhibitions of countries and regions and student exhibition. And perhaps especially for those colleagues who are going to be coming to the PQ for the first time, I thought it would be important to highlight that when we talk about exhibitions, we really don't mean exhibitions in the traditional sense of the word. If you were to the last panel of our wonderful symposium, I really appreciated and enjoyed the discussions around how creating exhibitions of this kind of work of art is a way of creating worlds that are relational, worlds that create relationships that invite audiences in. And I think it very much applies what we're hoping to see at PQ. It stems from the fact that we are all about scenography and performance design, and this is a discipline and this is an art form that is inseparable part of performance, which means it's temporal. It's happening here and now in relationships with the audiences. It is being perceived, it is being experienced. And also, because we at PQ see scenography as something holistic, as something that encompasses multiple disciplines that are interrelated. So it's set design, spatial design, it's costume design, it's lighting, it's projections, it's sound, very importantly. We have talked about sound a lot over the past 3 days as well, the need for it. It's objects, it's mask, it's props, all of these things, entities that create performative environments, that create atmospheres that invite our audiences in. And so, of course, we're inviting you to bring your ideas, your visions, and perspectives on scenography. And like I said yesterday, we recognize that those ideas, there are going to be multiple ideas, multiple perspectives, and that's great. And we hope to see them all interact and coexist in the space of PQ. But at the same time, we want to invite you, or we're hopeful to see entries, to see exhibitions that are going to be deliberate about creating experiences for our audiences, that are going to be deliberate about bringing scenography in, that are going to be perhaps performative in some way, having pieces of performances in them. And in that way, I hope we can together create a 10 days of lively, dynamic experiences for us all. So that's kind of what I wanted to share at the beginning. Thank you very much. And now I'm going to pass on the word to my colleagues who are going to talk to those very practical things you all have been waiting for. Thank you.
Hello everyone and welcome to our session. Thanks Bara for your introduction. My name is Barbora Laierová. I'm Head of Program and Exhibition Manager at PQ. And today, with my colleague Anna Chlíbcová, who is the Head of Production, we will guide you through the preparation and production of the exhibition of countries and regions and the students' exhibition. In today's presentation, we will cover a range of topics, from communication with you as participants to key information regarding the installation and the installation, so overall your exhibition, and all the key process about installation and the installation process itself. We will also focus on some technical specification and draw your attention to some important deadlines that are coming up in next months. But first of all, I would like to open this presentation with the topic, what is MyPQ and why it's important to use it? MyPQ is a platform that you may already know, but under its previous name, the Eventable platform. It's actually the same. It's actually the same platform. Nothing has changed in terms of content. We just rename it into MyPQ. Most of you have already encountered this platform, and most of you starting to use it. In general, MyPQ is our main communication platform for communication with all participants. For you, for curators and members of curatorial teams, there's a dedicated page or specialized page, which is called the Curators page. We kindly ask you to treat with this page as your primary reference point where planning and preparing your exhibition for PQ. On this page, you will find all important documents, deadlines, materials for downloads, and other materials will be also added during the time. As I said, this page also serves as the main communication platform where we shared updates and news. There you will find also the most important documents which are there for download for you. For example, the organization manual, list of recommended suppliers, timelines, or for example, floor plans. There's also a section with a schedule of forms that needs to be completed during the years. I would like to emphasize that it's very important to follow deadlines for each form submissions. There are many processes which are connected to it. For example, after the submission of form number 2, the information regarding your exhibition is directly passed to the PQ architects who immediately start working with it. So everything is interconnected and it's essential to follow the deadlines. Another important point regarding the curators page and the forms itself is access to the forms. At this moment, the access to the forms is granted to the person who submitted the binding application, as well as to curators and co-curators. If there is a member of your team who is responsible for completing the specific forms, for example, project administrator or technical director, please let me know. I will be happy to adjust them access rights if needed. Now, I would like to move to the second topic, which is the organizational manual. Organization manual is the key document created for curators, their teams, and exhibitors. It includes all important information and guidelines regarding the preparation of the exhibition. There you will find information about the exhibition spaces, its technical limitations, rules, what is possible and not possible, as well as information regarding the logistics or information about the guest service, as well as information for the installation and installation period. This edition of organization manual also includes a specific, or you can call it just guidelines, which are focused on sustainability, on how to approach exhibition making in more sustainability or environmentally friendly way. More information about this topic will later share my colleague Adam. We highly recommend that you will return to the manual regularly, as it should help answer many of your questions. In autumn 2026, we will publish the second version of the manual, which will be focused more on the guest services, technical services, festival passes, and other practical matters. And now I would like to pass the word to my colleague Anna, who will introduce you the Industrial Palace and its technical specifications.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Anna, the head of production, and with most of you, we've met this morning on the tour through exhibition grounds. So I will tell you more about the venue and its technical specifications. The exhibition of countries and regions and student exhibition will take place at the Industrial Palace, which is located at the exhibition grounds. As you can see at this picture, and most of you could see this morning, it's still under construction, but no worries, it has gone more far than you can see, and all the works should be done by end of June. And there will be several events ahead of PQ, so I hope everything will be okay. And we believe it, okay? So, here is a floor plan of the whole area of the exhibition grounds, which is from the left side surrounded by the Stromovka Park. As you can see, there are several entrances which are marked with blue arrows, and the main entrance is in the lower part. I will try to show it to you via this clicker. Yeah. Lower. No. Now. Can you see it? Okay. So there is a tram stop and a way which will lead you directly to the Industrial Palace. So all the exhibitions will be, the countries and regions and the student exhibition will be located in the Industrial Palace in both wings. And if you will be interested in placing the exhibition outdoors, it is possible to place it in front of or behind the Industrial Palace, and also to the surrounding areas. Just please always communicate it directly with us so we can manage this together. And yeah. Behind the Industrial Palace, there are Křížik pavilions where the other program sections will take place, such as the PQ Performance Space exhibition, talks, Hive, or industry. And also there will be several concerts on the roof of those pavilions. Yeah. Here you can see the visualization of the left wing. It is bigger than the right wing and is dedicated to ECR exhibitions. The flooring is made of concrete with varnish, and we have to be, as will be a freshly renovated space, we have to be very careful during the installation and the installation works. There are several fixed objects, such as columns, and there will be also a cafe or a bar. In this wing, it is possible to hang objects from the ceilings. Always, we need to discuss this together, whether it's possible or not. There's about 400 of them. It shouldn't be a problem, but we need to organize it together. And yeah, as I said, there will be some strict rules because of the renovation. So firstly, there are strictly prohibited activities such as drilling or painting or using open fire or water. Also, the dust-producing installation work is only allowed with effective dust extraction and must be consulted with PQ in advance. Activities such as painting, varnishing, welding, or any other processes that generate fumes, heat or airborne particles, sorry, I have to read it because I don't remember, must be carried out outdoors. Steel structures whose surface is not covered from the bottom has to be isolated from the flooring by some fabric. And yeah, just please follow a single rule that everything that leaves a lasting mark is forbidden. Other important rules are that every material should be used for all structures should be made of fire-resistant materials. And if you will be using flammable materials, you always have to reduce the flammability by, no, have to be treated. Okay, I hope you understand. Yeah, if an exhibit or any of its part will be higher than 3 meters, you have to bring us a physics report confirming the safety and stability of the structure. All the electrical devices used in the exhibit must undergo a valid electrical inspections. And please know that during the installation, exhibition period, and dismantling, exhibitors and their teams are obliged to follow Prague Exhibition Grounds safety regulations, which you can find in the organizational manual, or it will be attached to your contract, I think, right? Oh, okay. So here you can see the floor plan of the left wing. Each square represents a dedicated space to your exhibit, which is 5 to 5 meters. Each curator can suggest 3 preferences of placement, and Bara will tell you something more about it later. Keep in mind that there will be no parting walls. We prefer that you won't be using any parting walls, but if you need them, it's no problem. Just we want to share the space together with you, so we prefer to not have there so many walls. Yeah. There are 2 possible loading accesses. There is a loading gate in the left part. I will try to show you again. No. Here is the first loading access. The second one is in the lower level. There will be 2 main entrances for the public from each side of the wing. Like here where you can see the arrow is the one, and on the other side is the second one. And also you can see the placement of the bar or the cafe and the columns. So this is the visualization of the right wing, which is a little bit smaller and will be dedicated to students' exhibitions. Yeah, the flooring will be wooden parquet, so we have to be super careful here. It's very nice, but not very practical, unfortunately. It won't be possible to hang any objects from the ceiling in this wing. The same rules as I read before apply also here, only you have to be more strict here to cover from the bottom all the objects that you will be placing on the parquet. Yeah, that's the floor plan of the right wing. You can see the exhibits are more connected together. Again, there will be no parting wall, so if you want to have the wall, you have to build it on your own. And yeah, again, each square is 5 to 5 meters big. And there will be 2 possible loading accesses. One is on the right side. Sorry. Here. Can you see the arrow? Okay. And the second one will be here, which will later serve as an emergency exit in the case of emergency. Also, the public will be entering through this door from the central hall or this loading access. Yeah. Each exhibit will be provided with an exhibition space approximately 25 to 30 square meters, standard electricity input, shared Wi-Fi, and you will be provided with the festival passes for your team. We need the curators to list all those people in advance so we can have the smooth process. Also, there will be standard endurance, which will be valid during the exhibition period only, which means that during the transport, loading, and unloading, the exhibit should be injured by you. Yeah. PQ will also offer some additional services, such as dedicated Wi-Fi or cable internet connection, higher power outlets, or other technical services. The list and price list of those services will be published in MyPQ during November this year. PQ cooperates with the official logistic partner Bexpedition, which provides transportation, handling, and customs services for PQ 2027. We strongly recommend you to contact them during this summer if you want to cooperate with them. And during the communication, always please tag PQ so they can connect us. We also encourage you to coordinate shipments with the other participants from your country. Bara can connect you within the other exhibitors or participants, so it can reduce the cost and environmental impact. Also, a detailed list of recommended suppliers you may choose to work with is available on your curators page in MyPQ. And if you are interested, you may order or use services provided by the official PQ construction company. But more information will be available in the second organization manual. I'm handing it over to Bara.
Yeah, thank you, Anna. Now I would like to briefly summarize the key deadlines and guide you through the timeline, mainly focus on the forms that needs to be completed during the year or during the half of the year. To give you a clear idea what's coming up in the next few months, I would like to highlight the most important deadlines and explain how the individual steps are connected. At this stage, it's important for us to start collecting materials and informations from your site, so your curatorial concepts, visual proposals, and other related content from your exhibitions, in order to fully understand your exhibition. It's also essential for us to know your preferred location within the venue. The closest upcoming form is form number 2, where you will share with us your curatorial concepts and visual proposal. The form is open right now and will remain open until the end of April. After the symposium, the form number 3, location preferences, will be open, and this form will only be open until the May 15th. At this point, it's important that both of these forms are completed from your side, as it allows us to create and to prepare the first preliminary exhibition placement of the exhibition of countries and regions and the student exhibition. So, just briefly return to selection of your preferred spot or spots within the venue. We ask you to choose up to 3 preferred positions within your assigned wing and upload us or submit us these preferences through the form number 3. Based on these preferences, your curatorial concepts and spatial limitations in the venue, we will prepare the preliminary layout or the exhibition placement, which will be later shared with you and also later discussed on. I also want to draw to your attention that the final exhibition placement for each exhibition will be determined by the PQ team. The final exhibition placement should be done at the end of the summer, based on your final technical drawings, which you will provide us in the next upcoming months. And this brings me to another important form, the form number 4, which will be published at the end of May and will remain open until the end of June. Through this form, you will submit us your detailed curatorial concepts and detailed visual proposals, including the technical drawings. And based on these updated materials, we will be able to continue working on the final exhibition placement, which will be again shared with you. I would like to emphasize that both deadlines, April 30 and June 30, are really important to us. And it's essential that all required materials are submitted on time, because as I mentioned, the work of PQ architects or the PQ team directly depends on it. And now I would like to pass the word to Anna, who will give you more production information about timeline.
Yeah. Thank you, Bara. I'd like to mention some of the important dates. The first one is that the second organizational manual will be launched during autumn and will be more detailed and accurate than the first one. During November, we will publish additional services price list and information about live events. In January 27, we will publish information about insurance. During April, we will launch installation and the installation manual and transport and delivery schedule. And for the installation, yeah, that's the important thing. You'll have only 3.5 days, and for the installation, only 2 days. So I'd like to ask you if you can keep that on your mind when designing your exhibit, because it will be very limited time for you. Yeah. By live events, we refer to any curated performative activity taking place directly within your exhibit or conceptually connected to it. Please note that the exhibits themselves must be accessible for the visitors at all times. And as we need to take into consideration all of you and your activities, all planned live events must be submitted in advance through a registration form. PQ will review each submission and determine the specific conditions under which the event may take place. Yeah, if you won't let us know in advance, the live events will unfortunately not be allowed. So please keep that on your mind. Thank you for your attention. And now I'm asking Adam to come and tell you something more about the afterlife of the exhibit.
Hello, everybody. First of all, I hope you enjoyed the tour in the exhibition grounds as much as we do, and you have as dusty shoes as we does. I want to talk briefly about something what we are calling afterlife of the exhibition. It's connected to sustainability, and it is really important issue for us for the upcoming event in 2027. We think. Oh yeah, I have some slides. As we talk about afterlife of the exhibition, we mainly mean two things. One is a material sense, and one is, let's say, like philosophical sense. I will start with the material one, and then we get to philosophical one. Because PQ is only 10 days long events, and we are always said that those wonderful exhibitions, usually after PQ, they are finished, they are not exhibited anywhere else. The material is thrown into the trash, and this is something we want to be changed. And it is mainly on you as curators to help us with that. So we have a couple of solutions how to manage the material. First of all is to try to locate local suppliers of materials, rental company, construction company. With that, we can help you. We have a list of recommended suppliers here in Czech Republic, here in Prague, who can secure your materials, but also build your exhibition. You can hire staff in here. So it's not only sustainable, but also it's economical. It's better economical solution from time to time. If, of course, your curatorial concept, which is the most important thing, allows this solution. So find local suppliers and local materials. Another way is to try to think outside of the box with how your exhibition is set up. So, for example, if you can use like modular materials which can be assembled and then disassembled and used in another way. Again, of course, if your curatorial concept allows this solution. The third one, to reduce the waste, is try to use recyclable materials. So if you can't use modular ones, you can use recyclable ones, which then can be used somewhere else. And with that, we connected with NGO, which is called Art Reuse. I will just move forward and I will go back to this. Yeah. Art Reuse, which is Czech Prague located NGO, which their main goal is a circulation of materials. We work with them on previous edition, but this time they are much more involved in the organizing of materials on PQ. They can help you with a couple of things. The one we are negotiating with them is, for example, if you want to use already recycled or used materials into building your exhibition, they can provide you with those materials if they will know in advance. This is something which we are still developing because they are struggling with warehouses, with storage places, but I think we'll be successful in that, and then we will let you know. Another one, which was already, I think, introduced in 2015, then it moved to 2019 and 2023 as well, is we call it like flea market, which is a way how you can for example, you bring a lot of material with you, but you don't want to take them back. So you want to either sell it or give it away, and Art Reuse will be the organization who will take care of this process from the beginning to the end. So even if you maybe you already know that you are bringing something and you don't want to take it back, we will provide you with a contact on them. We will together set up a website which will be like a, let's say, like e-shop for giving away stuff, and their specialty, they are specializing on a circulation in artistic within the artistic organization. So your materials will be used again in another artistic piece. Or and they have really they are working only for a couple of years, and they have lots of experiences with that. As you can see, they put over 200 tons, which even I didn't know. I was really surprised when we met them last week. And like, for example, they received the whole tram, and then they give it to another theater. So they even can handle a large objects such as tram. Also, if you've been on PQ 2023, they are making those adventure playgrounds, which is like a unconditional, like alternative playground for kids, which they are building out of those materials. But their main goal is to receive the material and immediately put it into circulation to another artistic organization, which then can make new stuff out of that. So keep this in mind when you will be thinking about materials, how to set up your exhibition, etc. Another point connected to this, but not only, is we recommend to find local production managers. We have really good experience with that, because the exhibitions who had somebody here, of course, like local institute, like Frank Institute Cervantes, can supplement for that, but not all countries and regions have their institutes here in Czech Republic. We can help you to find some such people, and we have really good experience with this, because then there is language barrier, of course. If you're finding a construction company, it's not certain that they will speak English. So these local persons can really help you out to set up everything and negotiate everything. Okay, so this was material. Then I will go back, which is like a philosophical sense, let's say, about afterlife of PQ exhibitions. We have some really good examples, Estonian pavilion and Portugal pavilion for PQ 2023. They were, of course, exhibit here in Prague in Holešovice Market 3 years ago, but then they move it to some other places, either in their country or in a different country. It's also a possibility, of course, and the exhibition is maybe Sarah will know better about the Portugal one, if it's still somewhere living. It was not only for those 10 days, which we think in PQ is wonderful, because 10 days is quite a long time, but not for an exhibition. And we unfortunately can't afford to PQ last, I don't know, a year at least. And yeah, we don't want to, because it's... And there is something which we also trying to establish some connection and possible partners to help solve this. One of them is Festival South Specific, which is part of European Capital of Culture 2028, which will be happening in 2028 in Czech Republic. They will have a short presentation, 10 minutes long, at the end of this session, so after Q&A. So we are trying to find partners who can offer you, like, you don't need to dismantle this exhibition. We have a festival in 3 months, and this exhibition is very nice, and we want to put it there. Or there is a museum which have like outdoor area, which might be really interested in like exhibiting your exhibition for a long period of time. Or you can bring it to your country and tour with the exhibition. I know, like, tour with something which is 5 to 5 meters might be difficult, but it's possible. So this is something which we would like to encourage for next edition. Of course, we know it's difficult, it's expensive, it's money demanding, time demanding. You need to keep the staff to set it up. We totally understand. It's totally up to you. It's not something we are forcing. We just want to encourage it. So your exhibition and PQ, in that sense, can live longer than those 10 days. I think that's all from me. And now I would like to welcome rest of our team here to sit beside me on the stage. And now it's time for you and for your questions. We're supposed to finish at 4:30, let's say, but we will be here until we answer every single questions you have. So.
Only on the photo part.
So first of all, please let me introduce the whole team. I think I don't need to introduce Barbora Příhodová, Artistic Director, Adam Svoboda, Executive Director, Anna Chlíbcová, Barbora Laierová. Julia Pecková is behind the social media and also started to develop our partnerships lately. Anya Chorna, who managed with you all your presentations and will be handling also programming for PQ 2027. Kateřina Šilová, who is our most recent member accreditations and guest service manager, and Erika Frančáková, who is our head of office and doing all the most, I would say, invisible work on our team, but very important. For those of you who are watching us online, you can also ask us questions. There is a link right below the YouTube video through which you can click to Slido, or you see it on your screen right now. So, we can start with some questions from the room, maybe, if there are some.
Hello. I've got two questions actually. One is about storage. I'm wondering if there's space for people to change into costume and to store technical things like screens, for example, if there's no one to watch. And the other one is about, as I heard, you need a certificate for construction stability if you want to exhibit inside. And is it also necessary if you exhibit outside, or how does this procedure work exactly? Thank you.
Okay, first regarding the storage, you've been on the tour today, right? Yeah. So the storage for exhibition of countries and regions is this garage below the wing. For the student exhibition, there are 2 rooms which will be used as storage. Both of those places can be separated from the public. They can be locked, and all the stuff will be safe in there. You want to add something?
Because I think it's only for the smaller things, for the valuable. It's not for the packages, right? Because for the packages, maybe you should contact the expedition company I was talking about within the transportation and logistics. They are offering some storage rooms, and they are based within the exhibition grounds, so it won't be far, and they will be named in the list of the additional services which will be launched during November. Sorry.
And the second question was about certificates.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tired. I talked too much since morning, so I asked Adam to answer it. So, yeah, it's about the height of the exhibits, right? Yeah, if they will be 2 meters or higher, we need 3 meters or higher. We need to have the static certificate, and it's also for the exhibits which will be inside and outside.
It's because it doesn't matter if it's outside or inside. If the structure fall on some spectator, yeah.
And I believe then there was a question on some change in rooms for performers regarding the live events.
Oh, yeah. I think we don't dedicate a specific room right now because it's still under construction. We didn't receive final plans, but definitely there will be some room to serve this purpose.
Great. We have 2 questions online, so I will read the first, then we can give a place to the audience here in the room again. So, can you tell us about the price list of the fees of countries and regions? Thanks. If we can be a bit more specific, Bara or Anna, about the price list and for the how do you call it, on top services.
You mean what is included in the fee, or what will be because?
Well, I think the question, maybe the one who asked can specify a little bit. I understand it as how will we charge like extra electricity output or fixed internet and stuff.
Yeah, I think Anna mentioned it in her presentation that we will publish it in autumn, right? We don't know it yet because since the situation in the world and with, for example, energy costs, human services, stuff like this, it's developing every day. So we want to be as precise as possible. So that's why we will provide it at November, I guess. I think you can guess it from the price list from 2023 and put there, I don't know, like 15% inflation, something like that. It won't be so much more than in 2023. It will be more, of course, but not by a large margin.
I imagine not everyone has price list from 2023.
I don't. Yeah. I just realized it, and Barbora. I don't. because I was in charge of that, but I don't remember the costs because it's almost 3 years. I know what options we offer, but I don't remember for what price. Maybe we can like publish the old ones to the MyPQ, so at least you can have a sense of how much it was.
Yeah, I will only add, because I had this question during the tour, that maybe some of you needs to know it because of the grant application. So you can contact me and I will tell you how much it should cost, or how, yeah. So, yeah, the estimate.
Thanks a lot. Please, Pavel.
Yeah. First thing, I want to thank you so much for an incredible event. It was very inspirational. Thank you so much for having it here. And my question is next. It's an incredible international event, and what is your plans for making it more international, for more people come here from Asia, from Africa? What is your plans on it, and how will you achieve it? I don't know, more promotions there, or just making half of a team from there. What is your plans? And thank you so much once again.
Barbora, please, maybe will you?
Thank you for the question. We feel like we are well on the way in actually making our event more international. Just for this upcoming edition, we have several countries and regions that have not been part of PQ before coming. We're gonna have, for instance, for the first time included Senegal. We're gonna have for the first time included collaboration between Kenya and Uganda. We're gonna have Palestine included as well. So I feel like we have been able to grow. At the same time, we try to keep cultivating our relationships so that our guests keep coming back. And I think that is the way for us to move forward. The numbers are amazing. Right now, we have more than 100 exhibitions in total applying to come here. So I feel like it's a wonderful, wonderful presence to be expected. Yes, there is always hope for more, and we're gonna keep working, and we're gonna keep building this path for sure.
I saw that on the rendering for the right wing. The finished rendering had some 3 chandeliers in there. Is it possible to get those marked on the ground plan for that wing? I'm not worried about hitting them or anything. It's more about visual distance and things like that.
Those chandeliers will be there, and I think, I'm not sure if I understood correctly. Yeah, because this plan is only with the floor plans of the exhibit, and on your curator page on Eventival or MyPQ, you can find a detailed and more technical plan of the whole level of Industrial Palace, where the, for example, hanging points in the left wing, and I think there might be also the points for those chandeliers.
Thank you. Now his question from right-hand side of the audience.
Hi, and thank you again for this panel and a great couple of days. I'd like to ask an embarrassingly Irish question about liquids. Can we serve tea? Can we serve alcohol? When you say no liquids, where do those parameters, where are they drawn?
I'm afraid tea is not possible. Alcohol is possible.
Is that a serious answer?
No. There is a bar in the left wing, and I guess they will serve some kind of liquid. So I think in that sense, like drinks, I think it's possible, right? The liquids was more like if your installation has like, I don't know, circulating water in it, that might be problematic. If it's contained, it's possible, but please, if you are planning something like that, contact us in advance.
Great, so maybe like small closed loop, a tap or something
it's worth talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So you're thinking like you will have a fountain with alcohol, or? Okay, okay. Oh yeah, Irish. Now I get it. Okay.
Okay, I will follow up with a question online, which is also regarding liquids. If a curatorial concept requires a small and controlled amount of water, what does that mean? Do you want to add something to what has just been said, or?
Yeah, only maybe that we will be a little bit, or we have to be a little bit more strict in the right wing where the parquets, but if it will be controlled by you, and yeah, it shouldn't be a problem, but maybe always write me and we will discuss this individually.
Great. I will read one more question online, and then we'll get back to the audience here. How will it work for unloading and installing if we have both a exhibition of countries and regions and the student exhibit that are at the same shipment, at the same truck, I imagine?
Sorry, that because I had experience from the last week, because I was head of production, so we experienced such a thing. It will be detailed in, because Anna was talking about organizational manual number 1, organizational manual number 2, but there will be also installation manual, which will be made in spring 2027, and there will be a detailed schedule of your shipments coming. I think in this case it will need to go first to either of the wings, unload the first exhibition, and then take a window to the other one. I think it won't be possible to unload both of them at the same entry point, because it's very difficult to pass through the central hall, because we will be building something there as well.
Thank you. Yes, there's a question from the audience. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think some of us would like a little history of what is the Industrial Palace, to put us also in context. At least it was some questions this morning, so it will be very nice to know what is the history of a place where we'll be. And my other question is asking you, because the pavilions are really close to each other, so how you plan also the communications between the next door pavilion, and what is your vision about that? And third question I have, in case of, how you would like to have a communication with the curatorial teams when we are different people, how you also would like if everyone can intervene on the forum, or if you like one person to be the main contact. So it's also like my third more organizational question.
So, yeah, please.
I will start with your second and third question. Once we will know the layout of the exhibitions, you will know it as well. You will know who is your neighbor, especially in the right wing, when you are connected in some kind of cluster for exhibitions in one square. So we will connect each of you, because even you will need to communicate it in the sense of installation, for example, because there might be a large structure you want to put up, and you would need to use a space of neighboring exhibition in that sense. So we will kind of moderate it. We will put you in touch within each other. You can do it via Eventival, because you have contacts we will have a contact on everybody in there. And if there will be needed our involvement in some kind of moderation and communication, we will help you out with that. Does this answer your second and third question? No? Okay. Then I'm Barbora Laierová. Okay, Bara, you.
It was a question about the forms and access to the forms, yeah?
Am I right? I think that it's up to you how many members of your teams do you want to have the access to the forms. There's just one person who have to submit it as the final form is done. Just one person have to submit it, but we don't mind how many person will have the access. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah.
Yeah, on the history of the industrial palace, Anička, please.
Yes, so right now we are preparing for you some short history, and it will be in 2 weeks on our website. So, and it will be around the Holešovice area, and then about Stromovka. It's very interesting and historical place, and then about the building of the exhibition palace.
Quite a lot of questions stacked up online. Then we'll get back to the audience, which are regarding the submissions forms 2 and 4. I'll read one of them out loud. Can the first submission be only conceptual and idea-based, or does it also need to include visuals? And what is the difference between the second and the fourth form? And yes, related question, our work schedule allows us to submit preliminary concept only for the deadline of the second form, and such. So maybe if you could elaborate a little bit more on the level of detail we would like to see from the exhibitors at this point, and then in the fourth form.
So the form number 2 is just for the briefly like first preliminary curatorial concepts and visual proposals. For us, it's better to have the first visual proposals as well with the curatorial concepts, so we can imagine what about we are thinking, what are your possibilities, what are your needs, etc. But we don't need some specific technical drawings and etc. But for the second form, for the form number 4, there's important to upload these technical drawings and detailed curatorial concepts as like your final curatorial concepts. And what was the second question? The second question was about...
Yeah, it was related, but there is one more. Is it possible to make any changes after June 30th in the concept?
I looked to the left side. Like... No.
Let's see.
We are open to discussion. No, but we are open to discussion if there are some reason for that. Yeah.
Good reasons.
I think you need to call it development, not change.
Great. Now let's please. We have a question from audience.
I would want to ask if we would like to exhibit outside, is there a specific area marked on the map where we could put it? Because with the pavilion wings it was pretty clear where it stands, but outside it's not so clear. And then with the restrictions for the use of sand, water and different materials, it was also clear for the inside, but what happens if it is outside? Is it like less restrictions or even more? And also because it's in the summertime and the weather is probably gonna be the weather, what it usually makes in the summer. Is there any kind of climate control inside and outside?
Mm-hmm.
Or do we have to provide it ourselves?
Maybe first, if we can talk about the outside exhibitions and speak a little bit more, not only about those which should be happening within the area of industrial of the Prague exhibition grounds, because this is not the only possibility.
No, it's not the only possibility. You can, like in 2019, the Swiss exhibition, if I remember correctly, it was on Wenceslav Square, for example. If you are planned to do such a thing, we need to really know it in advance, because this takes a lot of time, a lot of bureaucracy. So for now, we were just thinking in the area surrounding Industrial Palace. Of course, when you're outside, it has lower limitations, but also we can't provide you with the services which we can provide you inside. So, for example, we probably won't be able to provide you electricity and Wi-Fi for free. But on the other hand, it doesn't matter if you have not controlled water or fountain of alcohol, which will spill the water everywhere. The problem might be with which we experienced in 2023 when the student exhibition was outside. It was possible to anchor the exhibition outside. They let us drill inside and make those chemical anchors to hold the exhibition. I'm not sure how it will be on exhibition grounds, but since, for example, that space in front of the Industrial Palace itself, it will be renovated as well after PQ, I think they will let us do it. So either way, if you want to do it in Industrial Palace surrounding or somewhere else, please let us know as soon as possible. I think this is something which should be definitely included in the first curatorial concept. And for the inside, there will be like a weather controlled, let's say. It won't be AC. There will be like air circulation, but they are organizing their like high-end events for super expensive companies, so they need to be ready for something like that, because there's lots of stuff happening with lots of people. So if you've been on PQ 2019, we will be in totally different situation this time.
Thank you.
And she asked also about some sort of climate control outside, I think. Before I ask my question.
Oh, I was, because at the beginning I thought it's climate control outside. This is something we can't do.
So you will not provide shade, let's say.
Yeah, shade outside. I think we can help out with that. But again, we need to find a company who is renting this kind of stuff. So it will be on individual communication.
Okay, my question has to do with what used to be called national days. I'm not sure what we call it now, which is like parties or presentations or press conferences that countries and regions want to hold. And I remember last time we had to book a different room. Have you discussed about how it is going to be handled this time and what our options will be and when we might be able to know? Thanks.
Yes, we discuss it. We also discussed it today with Renato. We were talking about Brazilian party, how we all like it, how we want to do it again. But we like to encourage you to do these kinds of events. Of course, there will be some places which we will offer you where you can do it. There are also some venues around Industrial Palace, but we want to be. We want the curators to be this time maybe more involved in like the off-program section, maybe of we don't have a name for it right now, but a musical program, for example, musical programming of the PQ. This is something we didn't talk publicly yet because we don't know how to structure it. But since you are coming from all around the world, we want to also like hear your music, try your food, talk about everything what's happening in your region and your country, and we would love to have this kind of events accessible for all the attendees and everyone who wants to enjoy your traditions and yeah.
Sorry, and another question, because you referred to publicity in the beginning, and I was thinking we keep asking things from you, but please make use of us as a network. So perhaps you could send us press releases or small videos or things to publicize in our countries so that PQ becomes more visible in a way that's also controlled by you, not just by what we write. So thanks.
Yes, thank you very much for the suggestion. I'll definitely create some kind of a press dossier. Now we have a question from the back of the room.
Hello there. Last time you had a sort of a communication network amongst all of the national curators, which was really nice because we were able to reach out to each other, kind of invite each other and so on and so forth. Are you going to be able to do any kind of platform like that again this time round? If people want to, obviously.
I think the answer is yes. We will use my PQ page where we will establish this kind of communication, so you can reach each out. I think it will be in a similar. Maybe Kacha will compliment me. It will be in a similar way, like on this symposium. I guess you are familiar with the Who is Here module on my PQ, where you could search for people who are here and send them an email. We will have upgraded version of that on PQ 2027. So I guess you can manage different kind of groups, so the curators can see who other curators are attending, right?
Yeah, exactly. If it's gonna work correctly, we'll see who is.
It's working.
Yeah. Who is in Prague personally when they are leaving and such. You will be able to message them in quite a nice way that first you're kind of trying to communicate them. The eventual doesn't show their email, so that's quite nice as well. And only when they answer, you will get the email information, and then you can keep communicating. So you can try it now with Who is Here, and as Adam said, during PQ it should be even more evolved, this system.
I think in that upgraded module you can schedule a meeting and maybe it has some other advantages which are not available now but will be in next year.
Exactly.
Thank you. Kind of a lot of questions stacked up in the Slido, but let's have one more last from the audience. And please, one last question from the audience for now, then we'll get to the Slido for a while again.
We have actually 3 quick questions. The first one is about light in the wing for regions and countries. We wonder if there's just going to be like daylight, or if you consider to install any artificial light.
And have you been to the tour today?
Yes.
Yeah, there will be the daylight as you saw it. There are also some basic lights. They were also installed in the roof or in the ceiling, but we want to add any other lights. Okay. And if you want your own, there is the possibility to hang them from the hanging points from the ceiling, or you have to put them on the stander, on the stative, because it's not possible to attach the light to the steel structure, so only from the ceiling or on the stander.
Okay, so
I might just add one more thing, because standard opening hours will be as usual from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. when the sunlight should be sufficient. But on the 7th, where the opening is, we're gonna be open up to the night, and then during the weekend there will be also opening. It will be free for public as a part of Night of the Museums, which is happening here in Czech Republic. So those 2 occasions, you might need to think if you're gonna need some artificial lights added to your exhibition.
Okay. The second one is if the PQ considers to include in the taxes the people to download the cargo, like the scenography, and to build it, or if we have to hire a team, or if we have to do it by ourselves. Once the transport is here and the scenography is here, how does it work? Is the PQ hiring some team to download the scenography of every region and country and building it, or do we have to hire, to contract a team to do it?
You mean if we are providing people who will build your exhibitions?
Yes.
Unfortunately, this is up to you.
Okay.
We are providing, like the process is that you will arrive with your exhibition, we will go to your designated area, which is that square marked with your country or region, and then we sign a handover protocol, and then we take responsibility of the insurance, and you take responsibility to build it up.
Okay, okay, right. And the last one is about the Form 2. The first item, which is the curatorial concept, which extension do you think is a standard one? Which extension do you expect from us? Extension, like how many sites? 2, 4?
Yeah, as much as possible, but it's up to you. Like 1 or 2 pages are enough, yeah, for now.
Okay, thank you.
We'll get to the questions online. I'll answer some of them quickly. Will the Who is Here for Symposium work after the Symposium? Yes, it will work until the end of this month. So if you wish to contact someone, do it in the next 2 weeks. And then jumping back to the beginning, would special theater smoke be allowed in small doses?
What is special theater smoke? I mean, like, it's like a regular fog machine, right? I'm not sure, because there is nothing. It's not like flammable fumes, but I think the sensors. I think since it burned, the whole left wing burned in 2007, they are very, very careful. You saw all those sprinklers everywhere, and they are like really sensitive sensors. So I would say special theater smoke is not allowed.
Yeah, because it would mean that they will have to switch off those control mechanisms, and they don't want to do that again. Okay.
There is a question on the floor surface, if they will be completely level and flat. Well, I believe in the left wing the concrete floor is as flat as possible, and the wooden parquets will be as flat as wooden parquets can be. If that's a sufficient answer. The wooden parquets are not installed yet, but as soon as they are, we will go and check. There is a question on accommodation. If PQ will... Oh, sorry, it jumped somewhere. If PQ will provide accommodation collaborative options during the period of Quadrennial and sometime before. Yes, so the curators may come a little bit earlier to set everything up.
Yes, so we are just starting to look for some capacities for accommodation. So the standard is that we are not providing accommodation, but similar to the Symposium, we are trying to see if there are some discounts that we can provide. Also, big part of it is that we make the research to see what is located near the main venue or the other venues, so you can also not travel a long distance to the venue. So this is the information that we will share with you for sure. And then I think there are like specific examples of visitors who are provided accommodation, but you will know that once you apply. Yeah, was that sufficient?
I hope so. Now we have two very technical questions. What's the maximum amperage allowed per booth? Our project includes LED screens, so we ideally require 32 amperes three-phase power connection.
Regarding the electricity, it's not a problem. It will be part of additional services. And I think floor loadout is 500 kilograms per square meters, 400 kilograms per square meter. So depends how your LED is big and on what kind of stand it's standing. If it's over 400 kilos, then you might need to spread it on 2 square meters.
And please, what is the maximum noise level allowed? Do we have this specified?
Thank you. I think we haven't specified it yet, but please always take into consideration the other curators which will have their exhibits there, and you will be sharing all this space together. So that's the answer for now.
I might just add that Anna and Bara, they were talking about those live events. Like you have a performance part of your exhibition. Of course, this performance needs to be louder than just like standing exhibition. That's why we need to know them in advance to make a schedule so they won't interfere within each other. But if you are talking about static noise in your exhibition, it needs to be either in headphones or not loud enough to disturb other exhibitions around you.
Then there is a question who to approach with some specific needs regarding materials or as we spoke, water and stuff. Is it directly to you, Anna, or should curators first contact Bara?
It could be directly me.
Great. And last question from online, then we'll move back to the room here. Could you please detail the access policy for external suppliers? Almost our entire setup relies on equipment rented locally.
I think it might be a problem regarding for example, the loading machines, which will be allowed to enter those wings, because the exhibition grounds will have their own official company, which will be the same as ours, which or we hope so. It's not determined yet. It will be the Expedition, and as I was speaking about it during the tour, there will be a special person who have to see all the trolleys and their wheels, how they look like, and then he will tell if they can enter the right wing, especially because of the wooden parkets to not be scratched or damaged. And yeah, so the safest way is to connect directly with the Expedition, because we know everything will be working smoothly. And if you have, if you want to have someone else, we have to connect you with them, I think. But it will be always through me in the communication.
Yes, I think it was about the access of external suppliers. I think the access itself, it's okay. It's just about the machines that will be loading heavy stuff into the wings.
Definitely. As I was talking 20 minutes about that Afterlife, we encourage you to use local suppliers, local rentals. And of course, we will let them in. They will have like installation wrist badges. We will let everybody who is helping with your exhibition. We just need a list of the names and companies in advance. That's all.
Now, question from the room.
Hello. Thank you very, very much for this whole session here. It's really enlightening in a way. I would like to ask something a bit weird. It is about funding, in the sense of funding. And is there any kind of statistic about how much is the budget for every exhibition space in the countries and region area? I mean, like, what is I totally understand that there is a very huge range of exhibits and a really different way for each country to represent themselves, but any kind of approximately average kind of budget, either in technical part or as in general, if you have that information, of course.
We don't have that information. After last 2 PQs, we try to collect this information. So we have it from like 30 countries and regions, but not everybody wants to share this number, for example. So we don't know what is the average. For us, the important thing is that you can manage your space as you wish. It can be for 10 euros, it can be for 1 million euros. It doesn't matter to us. The important is like how you visualize it. We had exhibitions which arrived in a suitcase. We have exhibitions which arrived in 6 containers. Maybe there is a median or average cost of those exhibitions, but we don't know it. For me, it is important as executive director because I want to know when I'm presenting budget of the PQ, it's just a fraction. Because if I would include all those investments from you as a curators, it will be a massive number, which you have my biggest respect. So for me, this number would be important. But for the PQ itself, I think, yeah, Bara can.
Just to confirm what Adam is saying, we've talked about this, and I want to emphasize again that broadly speaking, it should be about the creativity, not about the budgets. And I think we've seen, we have the system of the awards, and we've seen exhibits that have been awarded that really were very low budget, but just had this wonderful idea that captured the attention. So that's kind of adding to the point of view of how we see that.
Are there some more questions from the room? Yes, please, to the right. And
hello. Question. I have two questions. One is about the place. I mean, can we have two places for the same exhibition? I don't know if you understand. Maybe it's.
If you can, when we have that grid with the numbers, if you can have 2 squares for one exhibition.
No, we don't touch the square we have on the plan. It's in the front, in the open of the door. Maybe we can put one machine there.
So there is an exhibition at one place, and you have some. You want some.
And maybe also outside in the city.
I wouldn't say no. It might be possible, but we need more specific.
Of course.
Of course. 3 years ago, we also had that ship in the main road. So, and we also we also allow it, but we need to know what. We need to discuss those things in advance, but I think it might be possible. Yes.
Okay. A second question is more question to organize the arriving with our material, because we are in Belgium, so we built in Brussels, and we bring all the material to build here in Prague. So it's complicated. We have the truck. We will rent a place for the truck, of course, and take care of that. But here, how can we do? Can we go from to the parking? I mean, it's a little bit complicated. We had that experience a few PQ before when we had the stand here. It was complicated to organize that because there was one person and who take care of the manipulation, I mean the transport here. And it's not so clear for us.
Those instructions will be in the installation manual. There will be a schedule for incoming trucks. So each incoming truck will have its own window, which will be discussed with you. Because, for example, you have a huge truck, so you will need more time for unloading. But it's very important for those incoming shipments to follow the schedule. Barbora, just help me out. How many did follow in 2023? Not so many, right? Then it gets complicated because the drivers wants to unload it and then move somewhere else. But they, we will have a schedule for you. But then it's out of our hands if the delivery companies will follow that schedule. And if I understand correctly, we're also asking about parking the trucks in the surroundings of exhibition grounds.
No, we rent a place
cool.
in town. You know, it's a small truck. It's not.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have a question too. Can we plug the city gas, or do we need to bring bottles?
Gas?
No, it's a joke.
Okay. Oh.
There's. Okay. Another question from this part of the room, please.
Hi, me again. I was wondering if you have an access policy. Like, is there a minimum font size you require, or is wheelchair accessibility required, or are there any kind of policies you wish us to conform to surrounding access?
We don't have any policy on this so far. Prepared, I believe, but so far what we've shared on the Q&A's webinar some time ago was to consider people with different experiences and possibilities. It would be, of course, great to have all the texts, at least in English, available. If you try and manage Czech, it will be like quite welcoming for the locals as well. Yes, but if you, while designing the exhibits, if you will consider also people with lower vision or mobility or hearing, it is not something, again, what we require, but what we strongly recommend and encourage.
Hello. In terms of the electricity, you're talking about having it tested or tagged or certified. Does that need to happen here in this country, or can it happen in our own country?
Both ways are possible. It just needs to be certified before it is plugged in industrial palace.
Great. So you'll take an international certification.
Yeah, we take international certificates. We will just confirm it maybe with exhibition grounds, but I'm pretty sure it is possible. The other option is that you can let us know in advance, and we have an electrician on the spot who can certify it for you.
I've just got one more as well. In terms of performances, can they extend to outside of your designated area?
Definitely. Like it happened in the past as well. You are not limited with your performance by those 5 square meters, I think. Yeah.
And just lastly, let's say hypothetically.
I love those.
Yeah. There was a bicycle with very, very clean wheels with no little stones in them. Would that be something that could be acceptable?
I think if the tires are in the color of wooden parquets,
yes, thank you.
then it might be. But if the tires are black, it doesn't mean how clean they are, because they still can leave marks.
100%. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Another question from the room.
Yeah, hi. I have 2 questions from each side of the wing. The first one is the same like his question, but you're misunderstanding that if there's not 63 countries in the country and region era, then someone can take the 2 square, you know. And then as I can see the floor plans, like a number 1, and then number 44 has a side extra space here. So can someone open more than 5 square feet or smaller than the 5? No, not only this 5 meter each. Like there's a extra space between the 12 and 1 or 44 to 56, something like that.
Yeah, I understand your question. I think if you are, for example, by the wall and you still follow the technical limitations, I think it's something which we are open to discuss. I wouldn't say that we will automatically let you do it. But for those of you who were on PQ 2023, for example, there one exhibition was in the shape of a catwalk, which didn't follow the 5 to 5 meters, you know, that thing, whatever, square, yeah, square. But both wings right now are quite packed. So this is definitely something we need to know until end of the month. Even if you are thinking about it, so we can think more about where to place your exhibition, if this will be possible or not. So any types of changes in the shape of your exhibition, just let us know as soon as possible. Thank you.
Another question in the right wing, which is a student one, then there's no hanging and there's no hammering on the floor or something like that. Then is there something covered on the wood floor or just as it looks like it? And because like what if like the students want to build a house or something like that, and how to make it strong on the place without nailing on the floor or something? And then is there any height limitation of each section?
There will be just the wooden parquets. There will be no coverage, and it's up to you that you have to cover all the objects from the bottom. Unfortunately, in the right wing, every object to not make any scratches. And yeah, the height. We were thinking about the 5 meters, but everything that will be up 3 meters or higher needs to have those certified papers. And how to make it, I don't know.
That's actually my question.
I think the only option you have in this case is to put like a heavy base, so it can stand on its own. We are very sorry that we can't provide you with more options, but this is the limitations of the space, and they don't let us do anything more. And the exhibition, like we were thinking 5 meters, I think it can be higher in both wings. Again, this is something we would need to know, because this is very important where how the exhibitions will be organized. So we don't put something really, really high next to something intimate.
Thank you.
Do we have some more questions from the audience? Yes, please.
Can we have the measurements of the openings and the elevators so that we know how to break down our stuff to bring in? Maybe not now, but tell us when.
Mr. Blaha, who was accompanying me on the tours, promised that during this week or the next week he will send me also more precise floor plans. So you will find within the next week, I hope, everything on your curatorial page in my PQ.
Great. If there are not questions at this point from the room, I will get back to the Slido. Will there be technical assistance for installing electricity, Wi-Fi, and stuff like this?
Not by default. Like if you will come with like very complicated audio-visual setup, for example, you will be responsible to put it together or hire a local technical company. but we can assist you, for example, with those electricity certification or something like that. We will have a head of technical production who may on some, because like there will be more than 100 exhibitions, so he can attend to each of those. But he can dedicate like small amount of time to each of you to help you with something simple. But if you're planning to come with something complicated, I strongly recommend to hire a local technician.
Will there be guards who will watch the technical devices that are included?
There will be standard security as it was in the past. Only people with festival badges will be allowed in the left and right wing. They will be scanned at the entrance, and then there will be security going through the pavilion. But this is connected to the insurance. Your exhibition will be insurance, of course, but to apply for this, if, for example, if something happened and you want to apply for the payment from the insurance company, if something is stolen, for example, it needs to be like the thief needs to come across some obstacles. So, for example, if there is a laptop not attended and somebody just take it, you can't apply for insurance. So, if you have expensive equipment, please make sure that there is always somebody from your exhibition to watching it. If it's locked, or if there is somebody who is watching over it and it still gets stolen, then we can together apply for the insurance. So in general, keep an eye on your equipment. There will be security, but not for this specific reason, because there is over 60 exhibitions in each wing, and it would require to have one security guard for each of those, and we can't afford that.
Do we have more information about Wi-Fi? How good will it be? If it will handle live streaming? If the public will be allowed to connect it also?
There will be several types of connection. There will be one for the public, which you, of course, will have access to as well. But there will be one Wi-Fi dedicated to the exhibitors. This one will be definitely stronger than the public. But to have like a good streaming option, you need to have guaranteed at least 20 megabits per second upload. And this is something we can't guarantee. So if you are thinking live streaming, I would recommend to have cable internet with dedicated MAC address, which we can provide as part of those additional services. So this Wi-Fi for exhibitors is, for example, if you want to show something on the screen, your team wants to use it. For that, the speed will be sufficient enough. For live streaming, I would say no.
Then there are two questions regarding technical plans, and if we have or we will provide detailed technical plan for the outside area, and then if we will provide an elevation plan of both of the wings.
Yeah, the outside area we can add to your curator page. But the elevators, I'm afraid they will have it by the end of June when the construction will be done. After that we will also might have the DWG formats for you. So I think it will be during the summer.
Is it possible to use the pool, the fountain behind the industrial palace? There is some renovation plan. I don't know what the schedule is. Maybe Adam knows, or Anna.
There is a plan for renovation, but it won't happen until the PQ. So if you've been there, it will be probably in the same shape as it is now. There will be something happening from our side. I'm pretty sure. The whole area is for us, so you can sit by the benches which are there. I think if you're part of the live events wants to be on the fountain, I think it's something open to discussion. And if the question was phrased like a pool, so like I think I wouldn't recommend swimming in it.
Then there is a question I personally don't understand it much, but I'll read out loud. If the exhibition can't be built or participant can't arrive last minute, will this lead to a cancellation or another procedure? Well, I think if the exhibition will not arrive, it will not arrive. So this is first thing, and then legally or regarding the contracts, what would that mean?
Of course, it will be complicated, especially if you are in the middle of of one of those wings, because, of course, if something happened and your exhibition and your team arrive late, we will do as much as possible to still let you build your exhibition and exhibit and show your work. But it might be very difficult to do it, to transport the things in the middle of pavilion where all the other exhibitions are already set up. So try to come on time would be my advice.
We have about 10 minutes left. Few questions on Slido, but if there are some questions from the room, now is the time for them. Please go ahead.
Will there be any material, even photographs of the water treatment plant available for us for those who are interested in PQ talks or the workshops?
So you're asking if like part of your exhibition can be in water?
No. I'm sorry. I'm just asking about the water treatment plant and if there's any package of information, photographics of the sort of things that are in that.
As you know, they are not within the open calls. Those materials, but you can find it online. So I think the best will be that we will put a link onto your curatorial page if you would be interested, and you can have a look at it. I think they also have a virtual tour.
Great, thanks.
Okay.
Regarding the content, the PQ studio will be there and also part of PQ performance.
Okay, yeah. Hello, well, thank you very much for your time and attending all questions. Briefly, will you upload or share with all curators the ground plan of the full area? I mean, not only of the Výstaviště pavilion and so on, maybe also the gardens and the areas around, and probably you can mark or show this is area for PQ organizers, this is the free place where you can do whatever you want, or this is the place for the pool, or that those that's the yeah.
And if one of these areas we can put our pavilion, but with simplicity techniques, simplicity things. I mean,
like an extension of the pavilion with little elements.
Que para ellos sea sencillo, para que las conexiones eléctricas y demás sean sencillas.
Okay, yeah, of course, we are thinking in a very minimal intervention outside, but just open the possible extension with little elements and of course, and if you are so kind to share this ground map with the possibilities of connections, what electricity, low electricity possibilities and so on. Thank you very much.
I think, like as Anna said, we will share with you every technical document we will receive from exhibition grounds. I'm not sure if we will be doing such a detailed plan with electricity and everything besides those two wings. So again, if you are planning something like that, just let us know, and we will discuss this individually, because of course we will be using those outdoor areas for activities connected to individual curated program. There might be some other activities, but it's still in development. So I can't mark you part of this park and say this is for exhibition of countries and regions and student exhibition. For exhibition of countries and regions student exhibition, we have left wing and right wing, with possibility to individually talk about possibilities of outdoor exhibition.
Any more questions from the room? If not, I'll jump back to Slido in the meantime. Can we paint with chalk on the ground outside of the palace? I believe we can.
Yeah, definitely.
And one more question regarding the height of structure inside wings. How high can you build a scaffolding structure inside of the wings if it has a static certificate?
We don't know now, because it's not only a matter of the height of ceiling, but there are also some sensors in there, which like really high structures can intervene with. So again, contact us with some specifications, and we will delegate these questions to trade to exhibition grounds, and let you know.
So in this Slido, there is one last question on the deadlines. Sorry, I don't want to gatekeep you. You know the general answer. Let's get in touch individually, whatever the case is. 5 more minutes. Anything else you here in the room or people online would like to learn? If not, thank you very much for all your questions, for your attention for all the 3 days. And we have one last presentation on one of the afterlife options. Adam will introduce our colleagues.
It's connected to my presentation about Afterlife. Artreus is our partner to material Afterlife, and South-specific and European Capital of Culture, which will be next year in Czech Republic, is our like possible philosophical partner with whom we are negotiating how to approach your exhibitions to continue to have another life. So for now we've finished this panel, right? Okay. We will, and there will be a presentation, and then we will come back and finish the symposium. Yes. So this is not the end, okay? And please welcome Monika from South Pacific Festival.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to see all of you almost in the evening after this whole symposium. Thank you for the floor. I will be short, I promise. This is actually the second slide, so can you move it for the first slide? My name is Monika Toncarová, and I'm representing the European Capital of Culture and also the South Bohemian Theatre. There is also my colleague Martin Roškaňuk, so it's important also to remember him. We came today from the city České Budějovice, Budweis. It's a city in the south of the Czech Republic, but not so far away. This is also important to remember because it takes just 1 hour and 40 minutes by train from Prague and just 3 hours by train from Vienna. I am here also, as I said, representing the South Bohemian Theatre. The important thing is to say that we are the biggest theatrical institution in the region. We have 4 professional ensembles: opera, ballet, drama, and a little drama. And we are the leading partner in performing arts field for the European Capital of Culture. The European Capital of Culture is building the project on the principles of permaculture. They took this from the environmental or agriculture field as a metaphor, and they built the whole project on this principle, like they want to create a sustainable cultural environment in the city and also in the region. This is also really important to say, but because I don't have so much time, so I will move forward to Festival South Specific, which is one of the biggest projects within the European Capital of Culture. And this is a festival that we run, me and my colleague, and the creators are artistic directors of the South Bohemian Theatre. The festival is focused on site-specific and immersive theatre. The site-specific, not in a sense that we build a stage in a castle and play Traviata, but in a sense that we really approach to the specific sites and to specific places and really connect the piece with the history, with the stories, and also with the decoration itself, which is on the place. And as I want also to say that yes, that we also do it as it's a tradition of the theater and of the artistic teams. It didn't happen by accident that we created this festival for the European Capital of Culture, because we also used to do these performances and production. Normally, we create production for villages, for both. So this is really something we like to do. But I leave the video to speak about and show what we do. This is a video about the edition in 2026, so if you please can show the video. Thank you. It is really just for the context, because this year edition starts in less than 3 weeks, so we are kind of somewhere else in Budapest with in our mind and think about all the production of this festival. But just information for you in a context, what does it mean, the South Pacific Festival? It takes place from May till September. It's kind of slow festival because we do not have productions every day and shows every day, but we organize things and the program within those 5 months. We show the productions in 8 different cities in over than 30 locations, and we present more than 40 companies in 260 shows, and we expect approximately 25,000 spectators, and we also built 3 festival zones. But it's not the reason why I'm here. I'm here because of the edition in 2028. It's a biennale, and in 2028, as I was saying, we're going to be the European Capital of Culture, and we're going to program the Royal Edition. And we started recently to have a dialogue with PQ about the afterlife of decorations and about the exhibition. This is why I'm here, because we came up with a plan. I just say it in a simple words. You have these exhibitions, we have the performances, we have the artistic teams. And I believe that if we connect those two entities, we can create new life, and we can give your exhibitions a new purpose, and we can give them a second life. That's so far where we are right now in our dialogue. I don't have any specific conditions and terms about this process. We have a lot of homework. We need to figure everything out. But it's really important for us to say it to you, this mission and this idea. So you probably will or can apply via open call, via this Eventual, this platform where PQ communicate with you. And then we can, via open call from our side, connect your exhibition with the right artistic team. So this is from my side. This is what I wanted to share with you. And we will also let you know about everything, about the specific process. And as we really want to take this project, this festival, as a legacy project of European Capital of Culture. So maybe in the future we can repeat this. We will know. We don't know, we will see. But this is very important also for you to know that we want to continue with this festival so specific. So maybe we can cooperate later also in the year 2030. This is everything from my side. There is contact for me and for Martin Roškaňuk. Unfortunately, there is no time for Q&As, but maybe fortunately for me, because I don't have so many A's for Q's. But after goodbye words from the team, we will be in a cafeteria upstairs. So if you have any questions, of course, you can talk to us. We will try to answer. And of course, we can connect and make stay in touch. And we will see what happens in next years. So thank you very much.
Okay, we've made it. We've made it. It's kind of crazy. What wonderful, wonderful 3 days. I'm sure all our heads are about to explode. So much information, but also so many wonderful ideas over the past 3 days, so many connections made, so many exchanges that have happened. It's just so beautiful. So at this point, I just want to thank, first of all our presenters, every single one of them. Thank you so much for coming to share your work. It has been incredible, and it's going to keep growing, I'm sure, in our heads and in the connections. So if we could all give one round of applause to all our presenters, I'd be happy. Special thank you to everyone in the audiences, to all the curators, artists, researchers who have not presented, who did not present, but still have showed up, spent these 3 days with us. You've been wonderful. It's been so great to have you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I want to thank our PQ team. Please make a huge applause for them, because they were the ones behind. I would also like to thank to our technical crew, Martin and Honza, who are behind sound and video operation. I would like to thank to Barbora, who was the production manager from here, from Archa. We would love to thank to Arca Plus Theatre to hosting us in here. It was a wonderful venue. And last but not least, I would like to thank to our partners as well, which is Ministry of Culture of Czech Republic, City of Prague, and Erasmus+. And even though we are saying it's over, it's actually not over. We have music in the cafeteria, so it's a nice opportunity to dance off the dust from the industrial palace. So we would love to see you there. We can have a beer, we can have a discussion later on. But for now...
See you next June, right?
See you next June, the latest. Thank you.